Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 1's Battle Pass basically got leaked. With so much information pouring out about the Fracture Live event, ultimately what this means for the theme of next season, and because of that, the cosmetics contained within the Battle Pass. Despite us showing not only cosmetics but skins early of what's going to be upcoming that we currently know of, don't forget a Battle Pass trailer shows a ton of in-game content too that's been leaked up until now that's honestly going to blow your mind. Subscribe right now so you don't miss any other videos like this, as it would also cheer up Charlie the Charcoal Pug, who's just reached his forever home. In the prior video I asked you guys to name this on screen right now, so here's a ton of comments on screen that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so make sure to leave it down below in the comments, and if it receives a heart, you'll most likely be shown on screen in the very next video. So to see that as soon as it's uploaded, don't forget to leave a like in this video, subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you can be one of the first to see. And last but not least, before we hop into it all, huge shout out to everybody rocking code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop, literally one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter, only 3 digits long. But with that said now, enough messing around, you guys need to know all of this with Chapter 4's Battle Pass on the horizon, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
First and foremost, with this being the December crew pack, which is literally going to be granted onto all Fortnite crew subscribers' accounts in a matter of hours, if not already has when you're watching this video. Despite this being one of the better looking crew skins, I think we can all agree as of recently, or we've seen in a while, rotate throughout the Fortnite crew. What's even more interesting about this pack, however, is what's shown in the loading screen, not only the character we're going to be receiving, but the other 2 members of the High Stakes Club. This is referenced in the article about December's crew pack that Fortnite tweeted out on their official verified Twitter. The importance of these 2 characters, despite it confirming their 2 upcoming skins, also originally found on the newest Fortnite surveys. Speaking of these surveys, which we can actually vote off of what we want to come to the game the most, I believe the girl's skin is in around the top 5 right now. And for those that don't know, Fortnite typically pulls skins off the surveys and put them into the Battle Pass each season, like we saw with particularly Evie, Malik, now Grizz in this Battle Pass, and also the Herald. And with it also mentioning, speaking of the future, you may see another member of the High Stakes Club soon, like very soon. From connecting all of those dots, it's a no-brainer at least one, if not both of these skins are going to be in the Chapter 4 Season 1 Battle Pass. Of course, Fortnite don't add all the skins off the prior surveys until they release another survey full of concept skins that they want to introduce to us, asking us what we like to see in-game. This one being the prior one currently on screen, which you will have seen some of the Battle Pass skins we've already had on here. However, now with this being the newest one that they've released, so feel free to pause the video to get a good look at all of these if you want to have a scan through. As the last reality is currently at a forefront of the storyline, with the Herald literally being responsible for the Fracture event or everything in preparation leading up to it, even disintegrating members of the 7 with the spread of this chrome substance. As there's so many last reality looking skins on here, particularly what people believe over on Twitter and social media, this one to be the Nothing, which for those that don't know is either the presence or person talking to us in the bike quest when completing them through doing certain challenges. As of right now, we don't have an early look at this in any other cosmetics, so my thumbnail designer took it upon himself to, well, create one, as you've seen from the reward screen what it looks like right now, and also the Battle Pass form that he put together too. Even if the Nothing does appear in the event as some kind of gigantic form over the map like Galactus, fingers crossed we do get him as a skin. Galactus, for those that don't know, never came as a skin to this day, and of course we had him in the files at some point that data miners managed to pull into lobby and locker early, with the codename Asteria of the brand new map being Greek for star, and with all of the codenames to the prior islands having a Greek mythology tag being Athena, Apollo and Artemis, as it's also shown in the teasers, a star becoming more prominent or into the foreground, more detailed or close up anyways. As we saw Galactus once as a star in the sky, is this implying in itself, as it is twice the file size, the Fracture event of the Galactus event? Either in general the event is just going to be that much crazier, or we're going to be seeing an even bigger thing challenge Reality Zero to try and harness the power of not only the 0 point now, but the reality tree obviously fused together with it through energy waves. With everybody on the edge of their seats this season anticipating the return of Clombos, then perhaps having wings or being the flying animals that were leaked in the coding, and also wondering what on earth happened to what was worked on being the skateboard vehicles and also motorcycles, just before we debunk all of that and how it could be showcased throughout the next Battle Pass gameplay trailer, something that everybody's been wanting to see since the start of Chapter 3 Season 1, as Epic Games then introduced Spider-Man into Fortnite's universe in their own made way for the first time. Despite all the teases of Miles Morales upcoming, whether it's through the posters at the Daily Bugle or shown in different forms in the Fortnite x Marvel Zero War physical or digital comics, we still haven't seen him to this day, and he's definitely not releasing in this chapter. As of right now, these are all the unreleased skins decrypted in the files, and he wasn't put in there in 22.4 to be in the last update of Chapter 3 or Chapter 3 Season 4. Insiders initially came out stating once they confirmed the release of Spider-Gwen, which then confirmed to be true through these teasers of Battle Pass skins coming out of the Chrome, that Miles Morales in the season Gwen Stacy released in the Battle Pass would be rotating throughout the item shop, but of course this never came to be, even despite despite the release of Spider-Man's Miles Morales releasing on the Epic Games Store, which would have been the perfect collaboration or integration or promotion. Spider-Man, believe it or not, is literally in the top 10 most used skins of this season, the original one from Chapter 3 Season 1, so it's definitely safe to say, whenever they decide to release him, whether it is in the Chapter 4 Season 1 Battle Pass, which I think is highly likely to be honest, or as a part of Winterfest 2022, as literally this event is as hype as a brand new chapter in itself. Comparing the views of the trailer for Chapter 3 last year to the Winterfest trailer event, it's crazy to say these were on par with each other or got similar or the same amount of views. Of course, shown in the Winterfest cinematic, most specifically a new variant of Spider-Man, despite just getting one in the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass, but this being Tom Holland coming along with the MJ skin. So if we see the return of Crackshot's cabin, as they're literally trying to save it now, no sweat insurance, despite this reality about to be fractured, everything inside the loop, not just what's on the ground of the island, it's safe to say Miles Morales could be one of these two free skins that we do see in the Winterfest presence, or just simply rotating throughout the item shop, which honestly makes more sense as Epic Games, looking at it from a business standpoint, want the maximum sales possible for such an anticipated or beloved skin or character. Since the Fortnite Fracture event is only happening one time with no replays left behind to view, it's a lifesaver Outplayed is sponsoring today's video, being the best capturing software or app out there. From clicking the link at the top of the video description down below or in the pinned comment and downloading or running Outplayed automatically, despite capturing all of your best moments, you can tell Outplayed exactly what you like to record and even tag it from all of the options on screen right now, which it's safe to say we're definitely going to be needing, as we're going to be doing a ton of knocking, eliminating and perhaps even dying ourselves during the event. Despite just Fortnite with it supporting over 300 plus games and you only having one shot at recording this event to instantly then publish to social media from one click of a button, take 2 seconds to click the link at the top of the video description now or in the pinned comment down below to start your journey with Outplayed today. Whilst we're on the subject of the Fracture event, don't forget from logging on between these two dates that Fortnite actually mentioned in the Fracture event article, you will be able to claim the Toasty Roast emote and then gather together with your friends in the lobby or waiting for the event to commence when the timer is updated into game, sitting around the campfire singing your campfire song like in this SpongeBob episode, who remembers this, alongside another free reward that we'll only get for logging on the day of the event or whenever it's going down in whatever area of the world you're in from all the time zones being on screen, this being the Zero Fragment back bling, which obviously kind of implies that 3 big areas of terrain, or terrain in general, confirmed by the artwork asset for Fracture, will be getting sucked into the 0 point, also revealed by these early concepts of the actual Chapter 3 finale event in itself, Fracture, showcasing, well, the 0 point and reality tree, as previously speculated even in this video, being used together or fused together. As we know from the Paradise recordings, with Paradigm not being optimistic about us winning this fight, it's safe to say she may be, well, actually meeting her demise. The following dialogue is leaked audio from the event itself, what Paradigm will be stating, and it looks like she's going to sacrifice herself for the greater good, meaning the 7 will then be the 6, but being replaced potentially by another character that's teased to be making his return. However, before we do that, you guys need to hear these voice lines.
One of us has to survive. Figure it out. Zero fusion won't be possible until the 0 point has completely recovered. You and the team need to restore the 0 point before anyone realizes how vulnerable we are. Tell him I understood the risks of zero fusion.
We've got dirt burger, people.
With Amy immediately talking after Paradigm as she inadvertently says goodbye, this kind of implies in itself she meets her demise truly in this event and the 7 become the 6 with her dying. Fortnite are constantly rotating characters in and out of the forefront, for instance Midas at the end of Chapter 2 Season 2's Device Live event, which we didn't truly understand back then but do now, as Paradigm obviously described the project as a loop breaker, with Jules and Midas teaming up to construct this doomsday device that we now know of anyways, as it's implied through not only this spray of Midas' hand, instead of turning something into gold, being turned into the chrome substance, alongside Donald Mustard stating this a year ago prior to the Fracture event actually going down.
Midas is great. And not dead.
On top of the fact, Cypher PK, who has inside information about the event or what's going to be going on, stated he feels like we're going to be seeing an appearance of Midas during it. It's not entirely impossible that we see Midas looking like this introduced in Chapter 4 Season 1, or as another member of the 7 wearing a 7 armoured-like suit, of course being one of the 8 Battle Pass skins, as we've already covered a potential 5. It's a no-brainer, every Battle Pass right now that releases usually has 1 or 2 collabs, and as we've already covered Miles Morales, the only other fitting one to release to complement the release of the Wakanda Forever Forever 2, which was shown on the first front cover of Fortnite x Marvel Zero War from the Marvel Universe, is Shuri. I don't know how many of you guys have read this, but basically at the end of everything showing an alternate take to the Collision event, even revealing Jenna, which again could be another upcoming Battle Pass skin. It seems like her and Jones have unfinished business, or she will come back to Reality Zero to help Jones out of emotional attachment. Of course, with these comic books giving us our first look at Jenna, however, from taking a look at one of the Fortnite surveys, we can not only see 2 selectable styles for him, as we know the mask-off version initially is Jenna from the resemblances to the suit he's wearing in the Zero War comics having this chest symbol, and then applying that to the other selectable style, of course with this having the same symbol but, well, a mask on so you can't see his face. Is Chapter 4 Season 1 finally where we get introduced to Jenna in the Battle Pass and finally at a forefront of the storyline despite being behind the scenes for quite some time, with not many people talking about the fact Dr. Sloan has 2 different styles on here too, implying she's going to be an upcoming Battle Pass skin, simply because if it was only one style it would be admittedly a part of an upcoming bundle that they release at a random time. Referring back to the Collision Live event from PQ going in no-clip mode, it's not entirely possible she isn't dead. She shut the hatch door before the robot slammed down on the tank, so could she have survived? I guess we'll have to wait and see. With that covering all 8 skins, the other features that you guys will be on the edge of your seats waiting for in the Battle Pass gameplay trailer for Chapter 4 Season 1, as it's been updated in the files since they were initially vaulted in Chapter 3 Season 1, Clombos returning to our Fortnite reality wherever that may be in the universe. With all the hype of baby Clombos, it wouldn't surprise me if Epic had these too with the release of a new chapter from listening to the community's outcry about it, but with there being now a Clombo dance that you're seeing early footage of pulled into creative on private servers, as they look dragon-like, and also speaking of dragons or winged things in themselves, it looks like we could be seeing the release of flying animals or flying rideable animals as Hypex initially leaked they were working on, as shown also or teased in Cypher PK's Icon series documentary, as a giant dragon-like creature seems to fly over him but we don't see it, however we hear the sound effects and he makes this face during that showcase. Could Clombos with wings, as you've seen from the concepts and stuff, be making an appearance in Fortnite that we can now ride? This very well alongside these 2 other vehicles, speaking of riding, motorcycles and skateboards could be showcased for the first time, and despite it showing different points of view, cinematics and gameplay shots in this trailer itself, the most interesting part of it in my opinion is going to be when they flick to first person, as they've updated that they were working on this in the files throughout the entirety of Chapter 3 Season 3 and 4. Furthermore, we saw it initially teased or glitched out for us in the Chapter 2 Season 2 device original Loot Breaker live events, and with everything kind of coming to a forefront once again from these times, with Midas returning, the Loot Breaker project needing to be reinstated, unlike Zero Build releasing in the 2nd season of this 3rd chapter, drop a like in today's video if you want to see the appearance of first person within the launch of Chapter 4 itself. Subscribe to the channel with all notifications on too to ensure your game doesn't crash during the Fracture live events. In terms of other videos, however, make sure to click whatever I picked out for you specifically on screen right now, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you in that very next upload I do publish on the channel.